let's try from this book. Let's just open up a page and we will hope that there's no language on the page or anything, and I want to stay away from quotes, so let's stay away from dialogue. How about this page? Ooh, no, how about this one? I just see the word imagined and I like that. So, imagined it was no longer, or imagined. They imagined. Ooh, secret hidden. Contained. They imagined they contained a secret hidden. Ooh, okay, let's try that. Ooh, magical feel. I like that. Oh, and planet. Somehow it gave a magical feel. Okay, we'll go with that. Somehow. A different world. I like the semicolon there, but how about just a world? Where desires might be realized. Where desires were realized. Forced to endure every day in the nature of science. Let's see. Forced to endure every day in another dimension? Okay. In another dimension. Ideas? Or... So it's they. So we're talking about a group. So they imagined they contained a secret hidden. Somehow it gave a magical feel. A world where desires were realized. Forced to endure every day. Okay, so we've got a break in a thought here. So here we're talking about this feeling. They imagined they contained a secret hidden. Like it's like this unknown magical thing. Okay. And now we're like back to reality. Forced to endure every day in another dimension. I'd like to like explore that this dimension that we're forced to endure every day is not nearly as appealing as the magical one. You know what I mean? So, forced to endure every day in another dimension. Combining ideas of time. Combining, that sounds too optimistic though, where we need to explore that this world that we're living in every day isn't ideal. So combining time, combining time travel? How about ideas of time travel? Okay. Combining? I have to do combining. No ideas. Or I could just do dimension. Combining time. What did I just say? Combining ideas of time. I don't have an of. Combining ideas. No, I have to do combining time. I'm a little stuck on this one. Okay, so maybe, how about what's between realized and forced? Let's see if we can add something in there. Now we have to find our words. Okay, here's realized. And where's forced? Forced. Okay, so what can we put in between? Is there anything we can put in between? A world where desires were realized. Suspicions, that's a good one. Suspicions forced. Okay, let's just lightly take that one out. Suspicions forced. Suspicions forced. Forced almost. Suspicions forced every day. Every day into order. Time was possible to travel in. I don't know, I feel like there's too many thoughts that don't like flow into each other. Okay, exactly the same. Maybe we'll go with that. So I feel like, okay, we've got this magical thought, but society forces us into the mundane, everyday rigmarole. Now let's see what else we've got. Startling clarity? I wish that was enabled. Startling clarity with conviction and zeal. The story would explain a gathering of guests. How about explain to? Okay, to a gathering. Okay, good. To a gathering of guests. I don't know if I like guests. To a gathering. Do we have anything else there? To a gathering of Jules Verne. To a gathering of chapters? The story would explain to a gathering of chapters? Okay, well, we've got story and chapters. I like that. So where's our chapters word? Chapters, and where's story? Now, let's see if we can make something work here. The story would explain to, I wish there was a the to the present. I like gathering of guests better than some other chapters. Where's the some other I saw? Some other of how we don't really end very magical, which is what's giving me some grief here, because I was hoping that we could like, so there's a magical thought, but society pulls us down into the mundane, but we fight back. But I don't know how to get that. I don't know how to get there, you know? Story would explain. The story would explain. Do we have anything else other than explain? The story would, it's the wrong tense. I would think divide could be good, but we've got divided. Story would the story do? Story would, do we have a be here? So the story would be chosen. The story he, now, but then we're talking about a he. We were talking about they before. The story chosen. How about that? try that. The story chosen. We're skipping a lot then. The story chosen must convince. The story chosen to convince would consist of, I don't like that, that's too wordy. Must convince this group of chapters? Does that even make sense? Classes? Okay. Who took up? What did the classes do? This group of classes who took explanations as straightforward and simple. All right, let's see what we got here. They imagined they contained a secret hidden. Somehow it gave a magical feel, a world where desires were realized. Society forced every day into order. Time was exactly the same. Startling clarity with conviction and zeal. I don't know if that really fits. The story chosen must convince this group of classes who took explanations as straightforward and simple. Okay, so the story chosen. So we're getting ready to tell people, or yeah, startling clarity. Okay, yeah, okay, I get this. So there's this magical feeling. There's possibly a secret. It's a secret of a new world. However, society forces us into a daily mundane life, but we want to share with the world what we've discovered here. So that's that. Now the story we tell them must convince them, because they are people who just take things at face value. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay. It's a bit wordy, but this is Blackout poetry, so I think you just have to work with what you got, right? All right, let us do some erasing lightly. This isn't an old book, but this paper seems like super thin, so I don't want to be too rough with it. Okay. Now let's get to the blackout part. Get our little page protector. I got this one all blacked out. Let's read this one and see how it flows. They imagined they contained a secret hidden. Somehow it gave a magical feel, a world where desires were realized. Society forced every day into order. Time was exactly the same. Startling clarity with conviction and zeal. The story chosen must convince this group of classes who took explanations straightforward and simple. I think it works, I guess. I don't know. I think I do like this one better, but they were both interesting to explore. Let me know if you guys have ever done blackout poetry, what kind of results you've gotten, and also what was your approach, because I would imagine there could be numerous ways you could approach blackout poetry. So I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. So yeah, let's talk about poetry in the comments below. Do you read poetry? Do you write poetry perhaps? I really enjoyed writing poetry when I was younger, and I haven't written poetry in years. So yeah, I'm not sure how I would be at it now. But let's chat in the comments below. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you have not already. I do a lot of random things, but I focus mostly on books and art. So yeah, let's chat in the comments below. I hope you guys have a really lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!